We do need to check the box on the injuries for tonight. We've got the graphic that we'll share with you because fantasy football players out there, as they get to their playoffs, probably have an interest in some of these names, like Keenan Allen, the Chargers receiver, being out with a heel injury, like Josh Jacobs, questionable with a quad, Davante Adams, questionable with an illness. A couple of names that may impact the lineups that got to be set tonight. If you're going to use these guys, you got to figure it out tonight or move on to other options for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Yeah, this is not encouraging, not a good list. I hope some of these guys that got questionable, Davante Adams, Josh Jacobs, Max Crosby, will play because, of course, they're the players you're looking at here with, lack of quarterback star power in this matchup that you go, well, they'll be the interesting ones to watch here. But, yeah, this is a odd football game this late in the year. It's two quarterbacks that are not starting quarterbacks in the NFL and are not going to be. And then, by all due accounts, we'll see. I mean, I certainly don't expect Brandon Staley to be back next year. And we'll see where, things go with Antonio Pierce and the Raiders too. Of course, I think that's very much up in the air. But, yeah, it lacks storylines. It lacks star power. It lacks true meaning in the playoff picture overall. I know both teams are still alive to a degree, but I don't really think they're actually alive to a degree here. And that's kind of what stinks about, a standalone game on a Thursday night right now.
But they are both alive technically.
They are.
It is a standalone game. It's football. It's on TV. And if you're Josh Jacobs.
Yeah. This is what. Go ahead.
You have no
right.
You have no security.
I was just going to go there. Yeah. Right. Go ahead.
Like, why would you play? If there's any doubt, why would you play?
Right.
You have a real injury.
Yeah.
You have a real injury. This isn't, I think I pulled a muscle. You have a real injury. And your team, as a practical matter, has no shot to make it to the playoffs. Why would you risk further injury as you are on the brink of either getting tagged a second time or becoming a free agent? Why would you do that? And there will be some people out there who clutch pearls and say, well, you're under contract. You have to honor your contract. Look, this is the way the NFL works. If you deserve your reward and you don't get it, you need to protect your ability to get it. There's nothing wrong with saying, I'm injured, I'm not comfortable risking further injury because I lack the financial security in the event that I do suffer further injury.
Agreed. I got no problem with that. I don't. He is his investment. He's got to invest in himself. Playing in meaningless football game and I don't know where my future is, and it certainly doesn't seem like it's with you guys who value me. I understand that. I was about to go there, and I was kind of rambling too long, so I got off of it. But, yeah, that's the other thing that I'm a little scared tonight. Those guys that are on the line, they're going to go, we kind of suck and the season's over. I'm going to, no, I'm a little banged up. I don't think I can do it tonight. It's a little tight. I'm not sure. I mean, when I saw Keenan Allen was out yesterday, my first thought was he kind of just read the room and went, what? We suck. Our coach is getting fired, and what? It's Easton Stick at quarterback? My heel hurts a lot, coach. My heel hurts a lot. I can't run. I mean, that's what I thought, I'm certainly not accusing Keenan Allen, who I know is a baller, but those are the thoughts, yes, that are going to go through players' minds in this type of game. Davante Adams, what's he looking at? We scored 0 points last week. Everybody's talking about I'm trade bait after the year. I might be going to the Jets or somewhere else because they're going to blow this thing up and try to build a new team here with the Raiders. What's his incentive of going out there tonight and catching a ball over the middle and getting his head knocked off, right? So that's where the game also hurts, in my opinion, and just is a little lackluster in that department.
Usually with you, when an F-bomb is coming, it's like a kettle that's getting ready to whistle. Like, I know that it's coming. I can sense it building.
That came out of nowhere.
Rising.
Yeah.
You really got me with that one. That's a little too casual. We get a little too comfortable with the salty language here on PFT Live. But, your point is very real. I believe Davante Adams will quite possibly, I'm not going to say probably or likely, I'm not going to put a percentage on it because they could hire a coach that makes him say, I want to be here. They could bring in a quarterback that makes him say, I want to be here. Because remember, he wanted to go to Las Vegas to be closer to family. So I think it's going to take a lot for him to go somewhere else. So they could make some changes that would get him to stay. But at least for now, you got to be thinking, where am I going to be next year? Why am I going to go out there and get myself injured and then be less attractive to the team that would otherwise trade for me next year if I want to go somewhere and try to win a Super Bowl. So these are all issues. These are business issues that affect the players as we get closer and closer to the end of a lost season. That's why I love it when the planets line up in a way that you see players go out and play hard in one of these games that really doesn't mean all that much. That's why it was impressive to see the Giants doing what they're doing. They're technically alive, but come on. And the Titans, they're technically alive, but come on. They go out and play hard. But you have individual guys, if you're banged up and if your future's in doubt, we're getting to that point now with 4 games left. We're getting to that point where probably not the smartest thing to go out there and risk further injury if there's a legitimate way to do it.
I would agree with that. It's tough. And I know people are going, yeah, you're paid and you're under contract. But like we talked about, this is, for an NFL player, their body is their business. It is. And yeah, when there's a lot on the line and yet there's not a lot of line on the actual competitive playing field, except there's a lot on the line in your personal, oh no, the risk reward, whoa, the risk outweighs the reward right now. That is hard on football players, and I'll be interested to see how some of these questionable tags end up actually playing out tonight before the game starts.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.